everyone, and welcome to this year's Christmas video. And I got Linda here with me. She's gonna watch me, just watch me messing around with cars. Yeah, just messing around with the cars. Really, she's a bit bored with them. She don't like them very much.
No, I do not.
But there you go. I still got to do them. I like doing them, and I do them for your enjoyment as well as me own. So
because you think they're enjoyment. I don't.
Well, there you go. But anyway, as you know, every year I do like a Christmas video, and that just shows you a few of the ones we've done over the year. And this year I've actually started collecting a new collection from Corgi Club, and at the end I shall be going through them and showing you what they've been sending. So it's one every month. They send one every month, and they're not bad models actually. They're pretty good. So let's get on with the old video. So that's that. That's it.
That's it.
Right then guys, this is the first of our models. It's the 417 Land Rover breakdown truck. This one came out nice. As you remember, I had to cut around this canopy because when it came through it was like dead straight and it didn't look right. So I copied a picture off of Google and sort of drew the lines on it and cut around it with my old Dremel. Needed a new back piece on here. Put that in with the old epoxy resin, made it look like rivets. It's not perfect, but it does the job. And also I put an actual cab in there, like proper seats. I don't know if you can see the seats there. Trying to get it in view there, right? And you can see a steering wheel and some seats in there, which isn't meant to be in there really, but pointed out to me when I finished the video. The bumper was broke on it, and I never really noticed it. How I missed it, I don't know, but I ended up putting a piece of beer can along the front of that to get the bumper shape, if you see that. Just filled the ends in with some epoxy on the bumpers, painted it over, and that's done the trick. So anyway, that's the first one. That was done early in January. And the next one we got, it's one of the old UFO. John Hartle sent this one in, and this was in pretty good nick when I had it. He also sent a set of tracks in, but I had to glue these tracks to get they to stay in place. They do actually move. They're a bit stiff, but I'll push it. It's been parked up for a while, but no, they do move. It's been in my cabinet, as you saw in the earlier scenes. That cabinet, what I got off a Gumtree cabinet. My missus don't like Gumtree, but it's a nice little cabinet I bought. As you see, the top opens up. There's a missile, but this one came out pretty good. Managed to get a matching green, and done my own shadow stickers for it. And the bottom was a water-based garden type paint. It's the only one I could find for the right matching colour for this one. But once it's lacquered over, it's come out near enough the right colour it's meant to be. So there you go. There's the Dinky Shadow too. Not bad at all. Thanks to John Hartle for sending that one in. Thank you very much. And that's the next one done. got quite a few to get on with here, so I'm not going to spend too much time on each one of them. I'm looking for the Dinky police car, Dinky Mini, and that's this little bugger here. Wasn't a lot needed doing to that. Needed new decals, obviously. That was a pain in the ass doing that back decal. That has a decal on the back because I had to make all these up. I ain't going to buy them in case I end up screwing them up. You know, if you buy these things, they usually, you know, ends up getting something happening and it pulls it up. So I ended up making these myself. So I had to print a few of they off to make sure I got it right. And it ain't come out too bad, as you can see. It's pretty sort of moulded on there now. Putting it on was a right pain in the butt because it wouldn't stick on the sides or anything. It kept popping up on the edges, but now it's all settled in there now. The aerial was made from a bit of 3D printer stuff, and yeah, this one's come out pretty good as well, as you can see. It all works. I can't remember if the bonnet opens or not. I think it does. Yeah, it does. Oh, you see there's a little engine in there and that. But yeah, that one's come out pretty good. That's the old police mini car, and that one was thanks to Jeff Ford for sending that one in. He sent quite a few models in, old Jeff. Thank you very much, Jeff, for sending that one. That's number 2 or number 3, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Then we got the ice cream vans. Now these two here was sent by my mate in Cornwall, Brett Smuda, and this one here was alright. I had the glass which he sent up and it wasn't no damage on it. It was a new piece, I think, if I remember, and I got that fitted on. Just needed a respray, really, taken down to bare bones and respraying. And I've actually got a box for this with the little figures now for this to go in. But there you go, that one there, that's all my own transfers on it. That's come out pretty good. And the other one he sent, this one here, this is the roughest of the two. This one has got a bit of damage on the actual glass up there. But this was originally the musical version, but I've managed to cover the hole up at the back. I filled the hole in and I've converted it to the actual non-musical version because I had all these, this was all in pieces in the shed, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to do something with it because I was fed up looking at it, and I fixed the bumper on it, and I've actually, well, it's only screwed together, as you can see, this one, and I've actually brought this one back as well as best as I can. I put a steering wheel in it and moulded all the dash in the front there. I don't know if you can see that, but that never had a steering wheel in it, and all this here in the back, in the actual thing in there, it had a hole in it, and windows. I had to make windows for it as well. So these actual windows, they're homemade windows out of that CD casing. But as it happened, I had the original size on the actual original windows for it, so I could cut the dead on the same size to make this one good again. So there you go, that one's all, used to be the musical version, but now it's not, it's just the ordinary basic one. So I've made two good ones out of two wrecks, really. Thanks to Brett for them too, sending them up. Now we got a Massey Ferguson tractor here now. Peter Alton sent this one, and I've since got the little man for it. And this is the one that had the engine noise when you push it along. I don't know if you can hear that. But you got the old engine noise. There's a little bit of plastic hangs down. You've got to get the right size and all that to do it, for it to click on the axle here. But it can be done. And this one just was generally really a strip down. He sent the new exhaust. I don't think there is an exhaust with it. He sent that with it. Fitted all that. But I put the transfers on the wrong way round, as a lot of you pointed out. But it doesn't look too bad. I can live with that. So that's Peter Alton. Thanks Peter for sending that one in. And then we got Captain Scarlet again, the pursuit vehicle. Where is it? There it is. There's a pursuit vehicle, what he sent in. This needed a new door on it because the door the little man was missing, the Captain Scarlet was missing. That needed a bit of attention. This door that opens up here wasn't sort of sitting flush with the actual thing. If I press the wheels, I think you've got to press the wheels. There it pops up. There's a missile in there now. Got a missile that comes out, and if you press the top one, I've actually put the folding seat on this one, with the little man folds down in the seat, if you can see there. But when you do one of these, if you notice up the top of here, people's asked me about it, there's two runners up there, and that one won't stay up there, it'll fall down when you try to shut the door. So what you got to do is get this here. I had to add a piece to this because it wasn't on the repro part, is to make the seat higher, because that piece there goes into the runner, and that's what keeps him clicked in, so he don't drop down inside when you shut the door. You got to be careful when you're shutting it to line him up with the other runner in there, line the top of that seat with the runner there. Otherwise, when you shut the door up and you go to release it again, he won't release because he'll drop down inside unless that's lined up. So when you shut it, you got to make sure it's lined up. If you look at that, I don't know if you can see it. It's not very easy to see actually. And you line that, see that seat? Line that seat up with that little runner up the top. I've got to make sure I'm going to get in there now, else I won't be getting out again. That's it. Now he's in there. He won't drop down inside now. Now he's shut because the seat's lined up with the other runner inside there. But that's how you do that. There wasn't a lot needed doing to this after that. It's just needed a respray and putting it all back together really, and tidying up underneath that. It looks alright. As you can see, it's all still looking pretty good. But yeah, that came out pretty good, and that is that's another one. Thanks to Jeff Ford sending that one in. That's another one from him. Right, who's next? Oh, the Lunar Bug. This here, the Lunar Bug. This one here is a combination of two subscribers really. Jeff Ford again, and also a favourite of mine, Mr. Ian Healey. He sent me one of these with some other stuff, and I couldn't really do a lot with it because I never had the back door. But then I had the wheels, all these wheels, and then Jeff Ford sent one in, and his had a back door on it. So I ended up making a good one out of the both. So the back door helped me, and there's a few other bits I think as well. But yeah, this one here, decals again printed by myself instead of stickers. All cleaned up, looking the part. I don't even know what this. I think this is a copy of a Joe 90 really, because I mean Dinky come out with Joe 90, didn't they? And then I think Corgi just brought this out just to sort of contend with I think. So I don't really know. I think there's a little car you can put in there. They made it so you can put one of them little cars, like a mini type car in there or something, like a Corgi Juniors I think. It's just for kids to use their own imagination. I can't shut the bloody door now. There it is. But yeah, it's just a made up thing from Corgi, that's all, just to compete with Joe 90 I think that Dinky had out. But there you go, that's all brought back to how it's meant to look. Where's the next one? There's so many here folks, I don't know what to do with this. I got the Royce. And believe it or not, guess who sent this one in? You guessed it, Jeff Ford. Thanks again, Jeff. You sent this one in. Like I said, not a lot needed doing to this. I think I had to get a new set of bumpers for this one, and that was it. The rest of it was all there. I mean, look at the finish. Come out nice. I decided to do cream and silver on this one, and yeah, that's come out pretty good. Happy with that. That's another one again from Mr. Jeff Ford. Right, we got another one here, and I'm not going to say it again, but yeah, Jeff Ford again sent this one in. It only had the one astronaut. and I was looking everywhere for another astronaut for this, and in the end Jeff got hold of me and he said he had one. He had a spare one lying around, so he sent that one on to me and I was able to finish it. And I painted the astronauts up. As you can see, they're a lot brighter than what they were. Everything works. It looks complicated, put it in, and once you take it apart, it's not as bad as what it looks. It might look complicated to put back together, but once you see the linkage underneath, as you see in the video, it's not as bad as what it is, like, you know, before you start. But there you go, that all works. Still looking sharp. Come out really nice. That's the Lunar vehicle. Now we've got a Hillman Hunter here now. And this one here, this is what I got myself off of eBay. I've left it in the box, as you can see. I left it in the box. Well, my mate sent me this box. It's a proper reproduction box, what you got to buy. And I've got a kangaroo for it. And if you remember with this one, I had trouble with the wheels. I bought some repro wheels, and they're absolutely shit. I don't like the wheels that come with it. They were all buckled and the holes weren't drilled properly in them. The wheels I've got on it now are not the correct ones, but I had to fold down the inside of the shell, get them to turn with the tyres on. But they look a lot better, I think, than the actual original ones. But at least they're not buckled, and it does roll. But the repro wheels I bought, they were ridiculous. It was cheap and nasty rubbish. But I modified it, and I think it looks better like it is actually, with them sort of wheels on it. And yeah, that's a nice little model. It's turned out nice now. Got the proper box for it. And that there is what I got myself off of eBay. But I'll never buy another one without wheels again on eBay. I've learned my lesson for that. If you ever get one of these to do, make sure you've got wheels on it. Otherwise you're going to end up in trouble. Because the wheels are really hard to get hold of. And the repro ones are crap. Now we've got the MSV now. Now Ian Healey have sent me one of these before, but this one here is again Jeff Ford. I think it came with the actual SPV, and this one here I've made my own sticker, as you can see, for that. Bit of foil stuff with the sticker on it. That's stickers there to do the I think that is just pinstriping tape, what you pinstripe cars with. But this one needed a new door. Or not door, the actual steps that come out. I don't know if I can open it, it's a bit stiff. I ain't got no nails. Not on one side, I think. I'll get my bloody nail there. What nail I got? No. The doors do open. I'm not lying. But anyway, that's Jeff Ford again. Thanks very much, Jeff, for that. Well, sorry about that, folks, but I had a bit of a noise outside. The old gas man called. Anyway, let's get on. This was the one that I was looking for just now. I had in the cupboard. This is the it was a Police 448 minivan, and I'm not sure whether, I think Ian Healey might have sent this quite a while back. But I didn't have all the bits to do it, and I managed to get the doors done by converting the right hand door into a left hand by turning it the other way round. So what I've done is something different with this one. I thought I ain't going to do another police van, I'll customise it into like a works van or something. So that's what we've done with this one, KOG spark plugs. So it's converted into the 448 with a bit of custom as well, with the old stickers. So because not a 448, the 448 was the police van, and it's been converted to the 450, just an ordinary basic minivan. So there you go. That ain't turned out too bad either. Come out really nice. That's that one. Getting through them now, folks. Not many left to go. I don't know if you remember this one. I expect you do. The Coles crane truck, and this is again Jeff Ford again. Sent me quite a few models. This needed quite a bit doing to it. It was a very intricate model. I think Crap Old Nick actually did one of these, but these winders and messing around with all this. I don't know if I can show you it working. I'm not sure which one works. Oh, that's the hook. Yeah, that's the hook on the back. This is the actual winder there. That all works, look, see? But yeah, this one took a bit of messing around, getting it right, but it came out right in the end. Again, printed all this, all the stickers. I don't know if you can see there, the stickers are, that's a decal, that's a sticker on the side. They was took off the internet and just printed, just needed a respray then after that, and tyres was all sent with it. Thanks again, Jeff Ford, for sending that one in. Nice big model there. Then we got the Aston driving school car. I did do a video quite a while back, just a reassembly video really. This one here I had to buy the top piece. This is actually made of, I think it's the one, yeah, hang on. No, this is a plastic handle one, because I have done another one since, and I've actually bought a piece of that, the steering part, and it's made of metal, white metal, and it didn't come out too bad. And I actually bought some repro figures from some guy on eBay. But this is the one that I actually sprayed this to shine it up a bit because I wasn't happy with it. But this one didn't need a lot doing to it, as you can see. It's just a stripped down respray, all working again. And that was one that I had lying around, waiting for bits, and come out really nice as well. Showed a bit more in depth, and I did restore that one on that video. Now I've got a couple of Bond, if you remember the two Bond 271s, I had two of these. I had one from Brett in Cornwall, mate of mine, and the other one was sent by Ian Healey again. And this is the one that Ian sent, and I actually had a box because Brett sent a box with this. So I put the one that I'd done, what Ian's had done, into the box. This is an original box. And the other one, I've got it lying around out in the shed I think, but since then Ian Healey sent another one again. He sent me some more stuff, and he actually sent another one, and the other one I thought, well, I'm going to do something different with that one. And what I've done, I didn't show this on video, this one on video, I'd sprayed it up gold so it looks like a mini, or if you remember the 261, the 261 is a gold coloured Aston Martin, and I painted the little man up inside the driver, and that's all painted. And I thought, well, I'll do a bigger version of the 261 with it, just customise it slightly, and that's how it's come out. And if you look there, that's all gold underneath as well. And yeah, that's come out pretty nice. I didn't show this on video because I already showed you me doing two of them. Somebody's texting me. They'll have to wait. So that's that one. Right. What have we got now? We got the Decker. This is David Ruck sent this one. Decker radar van. Now he sent a couple of these. He sent me all the bits. He sent me quite a lot of spare parts for all sorts of stuff. Thanks very much for that, David. And this was in bits. It just needed cleaning up, and I had to sort the parts out which needed going on it. Like this part here, I didn't know what these parts were when they came until I actually looked at pictures of this one. And if you remember the stripes, that was a bit of a to-do to get them done, but they come out alright. I made my own decals for this one, but then afterwards he sent me another one, and he sent decals with it, so I needn't have bothered really, but I've done it to finish the video. But yeah, this one was pretty good. He came out pretty good, and that was a nice model to do. Never seen this one before. Quite a few of you said you haven't seen this one, but there you go. There's lots and lots of Corgi models about what not a lot of people know about. Then we got the Aston Healey. Keith Davies, got to thank for this one. This was just a general strip down and respray really, and I didn't do the bottom, I just polished the bottom, as you can see, and look at that, nothing wrong with that. And I had to make a little screen, and that's me CD spacer plastic again to make the screens. There's no point wasting money on these little screens. So all you'll get is a flat piece of plastic like that, just cut out, and it's just like that CD spacer sort of plastic. Waste of money buying them really. You might as well just make it yourself. Just make a little template out of cardboard to get the size of it, and then just cut around it, put your plastic piece in, job done. Saves a lot of money. Then we got the Mini Marcus, and this is a combination of three people here. This is myself, I had one lying around and a few bits and that. Ian Healey, he sent one. And Keith Davies, he sent one. So this is a combination of three donors really. And the lights, I think I had the lights on one of them, and I needed a few other bits from the other one, but the transfers I had to get. But there you go, that's all come up nice now. I've done it in the blue because I got a bit bored with that maroon colour. I've seen so many of them that colour, and I thought, well, I've seen the odd blue one about, they're meant to be a rarer sort of type, so I thought I'd have a change and do it the blue colour. But that came up really nice, as you can see that. So got a nice shine on it everywhere. Can't go wrong with spray paint, folks. Can't beat it. Right, that was that one. Then we had this Wicker Mini job, and I had a right pain in the butt with these bloody things. I tried doing them as decals, they were breaking apart, all where the door handles are and all that, or the hinges, it was all breaking apart. I couldn't get this part right, but in the end I've done them as stickers, and I cut around them when I stuck them on the car, and that seems to be the right way to do it, and that's come out pretty good now. And it wasn't originally an ordinary basic 225 Mini, and I actually drilled, as you know, I drilled the headlights to put the dual headlights in, and converted it to the Wicker Mini, because the actual shell is basically the same, just so it didn't have dual headlights in it. And I showed you how to do that on the video. Just drill out the headlights and countersink them out so you can get your jewels in there, and yeah, it's come out pretty good. So that was that one, the Wicker Mini. Then we had another tractor sent through. Massey Ferguson, David Ruck is responsible for sending this one in. As I said, he sent me loads of bits and that, and this was one of the pieces he sent in. And that all works again now, as you can see that the old thing goes up and down. And I actually put the transfers on properly this time, but you can't see them so well because you've got this in the way. So it wouldn't have mattered if I put them on wrong like the other one. But he came out pretty good. Looked pretty complicated to do, but it wasn't as complicated as what you think once you get it apart. But there you go, that's thanks to David Ruck for that one. And then we got a Bedford, Dinky Bedford AA van. Peter Alton again sent this one. This one was a pain in the ass. 5 times I ended up stripping this and repainting it because I was getting blotches, like dots all over it, no matter what I did. And there's still like a couple of little tiny dots there on that top piece, but they're already noticeable now. But what a bloody pain in the ass that was to do that one. But eventually we got there. I've tidied the wheels up. It's a Whiz Wheels Dinky, and yeah, well, we'll say no more about it, but in the end it didn't come out too bad. It's turned out pretty nice, but what a pain in the ass that was to do. Right, then we got this one here. My mate sent the box. Do you remember the Prisoner Mini Moke? Ian Healey supplied the actual base for this one. All we had was this part here, if you remember, just the base, the actual casting, that was it. It had Whiz Wheels on there, but I changed them into proper rubber tyres, like Corgi type tyres, wheels, because I didn't like the Whiz Wheels now, because I wanted to convert it to the Mini Moke anyway, or the Prisoner one. We had to buy the bonnet, the aerial. I made the aerial. I had to make the glass to go in the front. I made the actual sticker for the top to go on the canopy. Same there on the back. But all these parts were all bought. Transfers for the number plates is all made, and steering wheels all repro. But yeah, it did need a lot of parts, this one. But in the end, as you see, it came out pretty good. So quite happy how that turned out. And then my mate went and sent me a repro box for it. So that was nice of him to do that. I'll leave it out of the box for now. So that's another one we had. And then last but not least, we've got the most recent video. The last video you saw was this one here, the old Corgi, not Corgi, Dinky Ford Cortina Mark 1, the rally version. And that was all there. I'm pretty sure I bought a new light. Yeah, I did buy a new light for this one. When I bought the seats, the back seats, they were missing, the backs of the seats, and that's all that was missing off of this one. But everything else, rivets on the bottom, they look like original rivets. But this one does steer, as you can see. You can turn the wheels on that one. And yeah, that one's turned out pretty good as well. And then the only other one I did, which was off camera, was this one here. And I did that in cooperation with another video. I've done this one in the background because somebody asked me to do TV style interceptor, and I thought, well, I ain't going to show the whole process of restoring one of these again because I've already shown it. But I thought I'd show you it after when I finished the video. So there he is again. If anybody missed it, there he is again. I know you all enjoyed looking at this one, but that's that. Right, so that's all that. The next little bit I'm going to show you is stuff what I been collecting from the Corgi Model Club. So I'll get that all set up and I'll be back within a click of a finger. Okay guys, now this here is this is a set. I've been collecting these from the internet. It's well, it's a company called Corgi Model Club, and it's I think it's $23.98 a month for each model. And I'll tell you now, they have got in January coming up, I think it's number 8 or 9 in the collection, is the actual 261 Corgi James Bond car. So it'd be interesting to see what sort of, you know, job they made of reproducing it, because these here, I'll tell you what, they are mint examples of the originals. But the only difference to them is they got made in China on the bottom of them. But the actual quality of them, well, I'll let you see for yourself. You also get, when you first take this out, or when I did, you could buy this one for £1.99. This is the actual musical version, and what you had with it, you had a tin like that to put your if I get the lid off, I mean, there's nothing special in here. It's just, you get, every time you get one, you get like a little oh, you had a badge as well. You got a little badge comes with it, if you see there, that you had that with it. And all you do is you get like a little certificate of authentication. I can't even say it. Authentication, and that's all the certificates there. Like, see, so you just keep them in your box, and I put the badge in there and leaves all that in there. It's just, you know, it's just because you're collecting in it. I mean, it might appeal to some people, but I'm not really bothered about that end of it. But anyway, if we take a look at the first one, this was the introductory one. I don't think they do this one anymore now. I think they actually ran out of the actual models of it. But if you take a look at it, you get all the stickers and that. There's little padding things in there. Look. So if I take this out, it's all cardboard. You get like a little background in there as well. I ain't gonna bother taking all that out. But there's the actual model. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is mint. That is a mint example, and it is really good condition. But if you look on the bottom down there, it says made in China. That's the only sort of drawback really. Apart from that, the rivets is the only difference in that with these. The actual rivets look different, but I mean, they've got more modern ways of riveting things today. I suppose that's all that is. But if you listen, it works. But there you go, that was the introductory one, and that one cost £1.99. If you just wanted that one at the time, you could buy this. I've seen them on eBay selling for hundreds of pounds. People was just sending off and buying this one for £1.99 and then not bothering buying the rest. But if you actually had, you know, wanted to carry on with the collection, this was free. This was your free introductory. So you could have that for free if you carried on, if you joined it. But I joined it anyway because I quite liked the models he was doing. I thought it'd be interesting little collection to have. But that's all you do, put these straight back in his box like that, that's it. And that's a mint example of the 474 ice cream van. So we'll put him out of the way. That was the first one. Then you could buy, the next one was the actual Mini, the Rally Mini. And you could take that one out. This was the next model that cost you £9.99, introductory price of £9.99. And you also got something, whether you had a, oh, this here, I think it was this actual catalogue. I've seen somebody sell one of these on eBay. They made out it was a real one, I think, because there's nothing on here that says it's not a real one. There's nothing made in China wrote on it or anything like that. I've been right through it, and it is an actual perfect copy of the original. So I think somebody pulled a fast one myself and sold an original one of these on eBay. But you look at that, there's nothing on there that says it's reproduction or anything. You could actually sell this as an original, nobody would know. I know it's a bit naughty, but I'm pretty sure some people have done that. But there you go, there's the old Corgi catalogue 1966, and that was a free gift with when you bought the second model, which is this one here, and it's the old Mini. Look at that. I mean, the only things I'm not quite happy with these copies is their dual headlights in perfect dual headlights. They're not too bad, but they're not as good as the original Corgi ones. In fact, I'll go so far as what I've done. I'll put this one away a minute. I should show you what I have actually done. I can't get a bit of paper in there now, I don't know what that is. I mean, isn't that? Oh, it's a bit of paper telling you about the rally, Monte Carlo rally or something. Get that with it and all that. You get all these little extras that you used to buy when you bought the model new in the day. You know, you get all these little things with it. And the boxes, the only difference with the boxes is you got that on the bottom of them, which you wouldn't have had on a Corgi box. It would be just the same as that. But you know, if you can live with that. This was the next one here was the same car, and this is the one that I've had a little bit of a fiddle with because I wasn't happy with the headlights. Like I was saying just now, the headlights aren't as good as what I think they should be. So what I did with this one, I actually put my own headlights in it. I managed to get the headlights out and put the proper jewels in, like it's meant to be. If you can see there, see them dual headlights. But look at the quality of it. I mean, it's all really good quality, and there's some fair bit of weight in these things. Even the transfers are perfect, like they're perfect. The figures inside, they've really gone to town on the figures. They're near enough perfectly like they were original. So we'll stick him back. You got a little cardboard thing there, like to protect the model. We'll stick him back in there. And you also got this here. When you had the next one, which is this, the Carrera, you had a little box of figures like this, and they come, I mean, look at the detail in the figures in that. They're as good as the originals. Proper little box, look, Corgi Model Club on the back. I put an elastic band on there because these bits was flapping out a bit, so I just put a little elastic band on there. But proper little scale figures, look. That's that, what do you call it, record truck figures, that. Changing the wheels, and then you got garage people, that. But that's all a freebie. That came when you got this one, Carrera 6. And this is, they don't count the ice cream van as part of the collect, like the numbers. The first one is a Mini, then you got the St. Cars number 2 in the collection. because I mean the ice cream van is just an introductory, so they don't count that as the actual collection. So this is number 3 in the collection. Get him out. Try and get the bloody thing out here. Oh, he's upside down. Look at that. I mean, look at that. That is mint. It's the blue one, or the turquoise, blue, turquoise, whatever you want to call it. But look at that. I mean, that is mint. All opens up that. Look at the figure inside. Got the figure inside there, look. And these cars, I'll tell you what, they have done a really great job on these. For reproductions, I think they've done a fantastic job. So I mean, if it takes your fancy, I mean the wheels, I mean, proper rubber tyres. The wheels are like original wheels as well, like, you know, they're like they're originally, well, they are like original Corgi models like you would get in the day. It's just that it says made in China on the bottom. That's the only, like I said, that's the only snag. It says made in China on them. If it said Corgi toys on the bottom or something, made in Great Britain, then that would be even better, you know. But I mean, nice box. Like I say, you got that bit on the bottom, Hornby, whatever it is, but beautiful. And then you got, after that, what was the next one after that? I think it was this one, the Climax racing car. I think that was the next one. And again, you got the card, look, protecting it. If I can get it out. And get the bloody thing out. Mate, you don't want to come out, you don't want nobody to see him. Come out. There, I got him. But there you go. I mean, look at that, that is perfect. What's wrong with that? Really nice. Really nice, yeah, just like the originals. You can't get no better than that. And the weight in them, they, you know, they really feel really good quality, you know, the weight of them and things like that, you know. You won't get a better, quality collection than this. I can't see how you could get a better quality collection than this, because they have really made sure they know what they're doing with this. And I'm not sure how that goes in that bit of plastic. Take it goes like that. But there's there, like you say, there's another one. See, I mean, they've done a really good job in reproducing these. What did we have next? I'm pretty sure it was this one here. This is the one I restored, if you remember, in the video. And even with this one, they've done a really good job. Oh, he's got a little bit of sponge on the top, just to protect it like that. It's got the old circle there, he's put on top like that. But if you look at the one I reproduced, when I said I had to curve that all round, like, you know, because it was straight. This one is like how it's meant to be, because this is an original reproduction one. But look at that. I mean, that is a mint 417 Land Rover. You can't get no better than that. It all works. That, you know, the old pulley in there and all that. But this one here hasn't got the inside, because there wasn't no inside on the original one. There was no cabin there. It was just glass and that was it. But look at it. Look. You can't get no better than that. See, that's the only trouble. Again, made in China. That's the only snag. But at least this one's got the bumper on the front. More than I could be said for the one that I restored. What I forgot. But there you go. Look, that's the 417 breakdown truck. Beautiful. And you get all the boxes and everything with it. You get a certificate of authenticity. I mean, in years to come, these here, who knows? These could be collectors, you know, collectors of the future might want these here. If you buy them like this now and keep them in, because you can't buy them on the internet. Well, you can on eBay if anybody sort of buys one and wants to sell it, but you can't buy these in the shop. Now this here's another nice one, and it's the Mustang. Coming near the end of them now. This is the Mustang. So it's all wrapped up in a nice bit of soft squidgy stuff. Whatever, I don't know what they call it, like felty stuff. But look at that, look at the reproduction on that. I can't open the door, I can't get my nail in there. I don't want to scratch it. Can't get my nail in it, folks. My fingers is too big. But these doors do open. But I mean, look at the quality of that. Another perfectly good quality car. Same dual headlights. They're not exactly the same as the originals, but they're near as damn it. But look at how perfect that is. You know, you're not going to get one in better condition than that, because that is new. So if you want to collect these, if you want to collect them, I mean, it's a good collection to have. Go to the go to Google or somewhere like that and just type in Corgi Model Club and up it'll come. But like I say, I don't think you can get the ice cream van for $1.99 now, because they actually ran out of them. There was so much of a demand for it. They actually did run out, I'm pretty sure. Now the next one we had through was this. I'm not taking all this out, but it's a Mangusta di Tommaso. And this here bit just unclipped from there. That just pushes in the back. You've got a nice box there, look. That just pushes in, slips in the top there, look. And that comes in two parts, it just comes apart. I've took the actual straps off of that. But that just clicks into the bodywork and you've got a nice model there, nice window box, look. Reproduction window box. What more could you want? Really good. And then the latest one that's come through now, this is the last one I had through. I think the one after this is the Ford Thunderbird, and then it's the Bond car. That'll be in January. But this is the last one I had through, and I've restored about 3 of these, I think. But the weight to this one feels a lot heavier than the ones I've restored. I don't know why. Whether it's my imagination, but this is the green and the cream version. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The quality of that. You got the spare tyre in the back. If I can get the bloody thing open again. Yeah, there we go. There's a spare tyre, that. In the boot. I mean, look at that. It's pure quality out. You know, I mean, it's just made in China. It's got the steering as well. That's right. This is the steering one, that, because it steers. When you push down on it, the old steering goes around like that. See, but it's just the rivets are slightly different, but I mean, apart from that, you wouldn't know the difference. But look at the quality. So there you go, folks. I mean, that's what I've been collecting. I thought, you know, I start collecting these little things and that, and who knows, it could be something for the future. Could be worth a lot of money in the future, you know. When I'm dead and gone, somebody will find all these grandkids or whatever. They'll think, oh yeah, what's all this, like, you know, a bit of the jackpot, and it'd be might be worth a lot of money. But there you go. Just thought I'd show you them. I'm still collecting them. I'll show you a few more next time maybe. But that's it for now, folks. That's going to be it. Right then, folks. That's it for this year. Hope you've enjoyed it all the old cars, like what we've done, and especially the old Corgi Club collection. I'm going to be back in the new year. I hope I ain't bored you too long with all this.
Well, you bored me.
Well, sorry about that, but my fans got to see the videos, haven't they? So,
I haven't.
Well, anyway, I'll be back again in the new year with some more videos, and thanks for subscribing, everybody, and we're both going to wish you a happy Christmas, or Merry Christmas, and a happy
New Year.
And a happy New Year. So, bye bye from us.
And bye bye from me.
See you next time.
Bye.